Okay, you guys, what is up? The King of Lightning is here today to do Magi, the Labyrinth of Magic, episode 11 review. Now, as you can see here, there is a change of setting, so I could not do this review yesterday like I wanted to. However, I'm here today to post this Magi, the Labyrinth of Magic, episode 11 review. Now, of course, before I get started, look down in the description below for the link to this week's episode of Magi, the Labyrinth of Magic, and Sony Music. You have no rights when it pertains to this video. The audio is an original soundtrack with me speaking over it. The visuals are me. You do not own me. And the thumbnail is an original photo which does not belong to you. This video follows the rules and regulations that are set by YouTube. Now, that being said, this week's episode of Magi, the Labyrinth of Magic. Alibaba, take over. Listen, man, your brother is a piece of fucking shit. Alright, he is a piece of shit that deserves to be burned and completely erased from the history of the planet. Kill this guy. Kill him, erase him from the history of Bobad, start anew, get rid of this fucking fan. Get rid of the fun, go back to silver and gold pieces, and work this country up from the ground up, okay? Take over, man. Screw your brother. Your brother is a piece of shit. I hate him. This guy, because he's so dependent on the fun, he wants to make Bobad a slave production country. Really? Really? Is this the route we're going? Really? Mr. Piece of Shit. Okay, you know what, dude? Alibaba. And the fact that Alibaba, when he was being confronted not only by Morgiana, not only by the general that trained him in the sword style, not only by his other brother, Saubad, you know, the deputy king. Not only was he confronted by his followers or the other members of the fog troop, the entire time he's looking down, looks at Sinbad. I'm like, why? Why are you looking at Sinbad? You nigga, you the king. Take this shit over. Let's go. Let's go, man. Stop fronting, Alibaba. Stop fronting. Take this shit over. Alright? In the name of the future king, Alibaba, take this shit over. Fuck. I hate this guy. I hate this fucking piece of shit. Fuck the current king. This fucking where the fuck his name is, right? Amu, I don't give a flying fuck. He should die. He has to die. He has to die right the fuck now. Right the fuck now. Now. Fuck. I hate him. 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 Someone, I'll be so happy if Alibaba cut his head off, at the same time burn that shit off by using fucking Amon. Oh yeah, that'd be perfect. You know, sing Blaze, man. Oh, I would love that shit. I would love that shit. Not only should he die, but before he dies, he should be tortured. All right. Listen, I'm being very serious. When a leader of a country is so fucked up where they're actually considering using the people, taking away their rights as human beings and selling them as products, he has to die. He or she must be tortured and executed in front of a crowd of people. And then have a proper king take the role of the country. Alright, this guy, no. Like there should be no mercy. No mercy. None. Zero. Zero mercy. He has to die. That's simple. He's pissing me off. Like, he's fuck. I hate him. Alright. But that was the last portion of the episode this week. This episode can be, broken down into 3 parts. The first part is the princess of the Co-Empire and her dudes coming in there. The second part is very simple, where we have Alibaba and we have Morgiana. They're contemplating their own weaknesses. At the same time, we have Aladdin, who is giving Ugo too much Magoi, and then he passes out and is in a catatonic state. Well, is he a catatonic? I'm not too sure. But either way, he's really exhausted. And according to Sinbad or Jahar, he won't wake up for several days. And then at the end, we have the general of the army come in there with the deputy king, talking about how the deputy king was the one who was leaking information to the fog troop so they could invade the actual kingdom, because the deputy king knows what the horrors are going to be if they don't dethrone this motherfucker Abu Had. All right, so he knows, and that's how this episode is sectioned off. Now the first part, I mean, oh my god, yo, the princess of the Ko Empire, she is no joke. I mean, I figured that she wasn't be that fucking tough because of the way she was dressed, but no, she, fuck. I mean, damn. Ugo, wait, and by the way, Ugo, what the fuck, man? Overkill. He was going ham. He was going super ham. Because, no, he was going ultra ham. Alright? A ham beyond a ham. Like, fuck Thanksgiving ham. Like, it's, yo. Hey, because it was like we have fucking Judah on the ground. Pretty much like near death and shit. And then we have Ugo with the big ice thing in his fucking chest. And he's like, you know what? Fuck it. And I'm like, what? And he powers the fuck up. And Sinbad's like, yo, everybody get the fuck back. Everybody get the fuck back. Everybody runs for the hills. And Ugo, I mean, like, this double palm thrust, it was like, what the fuck, son? He was like, fucking, and then, boom. I'm like, whoa, and there's a huge fucking crater. There's a huge fucking crater. So Ugo said, you know what, fuck it, we going in. We going in. And he went in. Ugo-kun, yeah, that was really cool. That was really cool. It really was cool. And then after that, apparently Judah got saved in the nick of time by the Ko Empire's dudes. And one of their dudes, like, he appears to be like the more speed-based guy. He saved Judah in the nick of time. And we have the Ko Empire with a giant ass magical carpet. And they're like levitating all shit. You know, we have the princess, her assistants, Kobai or Kubu. I'm not sure, whatever his name is. Then we have Enki, Entei, and whatever the other guy's name is, right? So 3 guys, all right? Enki, Enki, and Enkai, whatever the names are, right? The 3, I'm assuming the 3 top guards of the princess of the Ko Empire. And first of all, these 3 guys, they look very chimera-like. Like, one guy is like a mix between like a human and a 3-headed elephant or a 3-trunked elephant. I'm not sure what the hell's going on there. Then we have the other guy who has like these weird wolf tiger-like claws. And then another guy looks like a pure cheetah. So it's kind of like some weird chimera shit going on with the 3 bodyguards that the princess brought with her. But either way, the princess, she is also a dungeon clearer, and her dungeon djinn is using freaking water. And I'm not gonna lie to you, right? The water, I was kind of like, not a big deal. You know, like, I was like, yo, I underestimated that shit. I was like, not a big deal. Not a big deal. And then Ugo, like, he goes in there, kind of prove my point and shit, where he's like, double palm thrust, heating the water at the same time. And then she kind of counters that shit. And then she makes like this freaking aqua sword. Then she lunges at Ugo and blasts a hole right through it. A big ass hole. And I was like, yo, what the fuck? Like, it was like a what the fuck moment. Because it was a fucking huge ass hole. And I'm like, ugh. what the fuck? And then Ugo like disappears into the flute. The star is gone, and Ugo is like, he's pretty much like, at this point in time, he is decommissioned. And then she walks towards her assistant. Her assistant, I believe, is also a dungeon clearer, and he's healing Judah with some weird thing, with some weird liquid type thing. I don't know what the hell's going on. And then, Aladdin, he gets pissed off, flies in there, tries to strike at the co-princess, but no, it fails. And then they argue. But then she's like, you know what, Enki, Entei, and Enkai, go in there, kill all the fucking fodder. I'll take on fucking Aladdin. And then we see combat scenes between Masaru and the big elephant dude. We see this weird wolf guy taking on Morgiana and Jahar. Morgiana got outpaced. She got outpaced fairly easily. And Morgiana is a woman known for her speed and strength thus far. So clearly she has a long way to go. She got outpaced easy. So yeah, she has a long way to go. But Jahar came in to save her right in time. And then we have fucking the other guy, this cheetah dude against fucking Alibaba. And then we see him doing like sword shit. And the one guy's like, so you know how to use a sword? Let's have a duel. And this guy, so that was pretty funny. And then this girl, this princess, she was actually gonna fuse with her sword, with her djinn, and become a demon of water. And then, bam. Once again, this guy, he shut shit down. He shut shit down quick. Sinbad, man. He's good, man. Once again, without any of his 7 mantle items. None of his djinn are there. And he is shutting down people. He's shutting down cats. Sinbad, King of Shindoria. Yes. He's good. He's really good. Shuts her down. Actually reverts her Magi. And is like, we are people of the same class, alright? Let's have some class here. And let's not do this shit right now. And she's actually really fond of him. Like, she's actually like blushing and shit. And she actually, she agrees to leave. Even though she states, I'm not leaving because you told me to. But what we know, that's actually the case. Because he said leave, she's leaving, and she's like, no, I'm not leaving because you told me to. But yet, that's what fucking happened. So Sinbad just shut you down, bitch, right? He just, he gave you the 1-2, the 1-2, stop it, and then, kind of like the way a father scolds her daughter, what are you doing? Well, no. I'm not gonna say that, fathers should start smacking their daughters, no. But sometimes, when your kid goes ham, sometimes you need to go fucking super ham. I'm just saying, man. Fuck it. Okay? You know what I mean? Shit. Fuck it. I swear to God. If I get fucking hate comments of that shit. Fuck. Okay. Alright. So basically, that was part 1. And then the middle part was basically, we have Alibaba, we have Morgiana. She sees not only his dick, but also his asshole. So, I mean, I don't know. I have no idea how he goes, but whatever. But basically, they're contemplating their own weakness. Because they know that they're pretty much useless. Well, Morgiana was somewhat useless. She was. Alibaba, not so much. He did a few things here and there. He did scar Judah, and he did fight with this guy, this cheetah dude, but that was pretty much it. Most of the time, he got his ass punked. So, yeah, he got punked. But that was it for Alibaba. And then Aladdin is feeding Magi to Ugo because he wants Ugo to revive, but at some point they pass out. Well, he passes out, and then he becomes like really fatigued. Where to the point where he's not gonna wake up for like the next 7 days. So he's really he used too much Magi. Cause we have Sinbad explaining how yes, the Magi are favored by the Ruhu and they can use the infinite Magi that exists within the atmosphere itself. However, this only applies to how much stamina they have to utilize in order to use that Magi. So clearly Aladdin, after fighting against Judah, after going up against the princess for a little bit, he lacked enough Magi to sustain the Magi flow to the flute, and thus he was in this somewhat catatonic state. So clearly, yeah, he's pretty much out of commission for the next 7 days. And now, see, this is a good thing. Well, but right there are the 3 sections of this episode. An episode ends off with Alibaba being forced, or being what's the word here? Being motivated by his followers and his friends to overthrow this piece of shit king, Abu-Had. And that there is the end of the actual episode. So, the thing here is that the reason why I like the fact that, and by the way, the rating is going to be good. The reason why I like the fact that Aladdin is out of commission is because now Alibaba has to stand on his own 2 feet and not be a bitch anymore, because he has people who need command, and he is a prince of Baghdad. He cannot be timid, he cannot be weak, he cannot be discouraged, he cannot be decisive. He has to act kingly, because he has to take over as king, or at least temporary king, whatever. The fact here is that when you take a look at Sinbad and Alibaba, Sinbad, he portrays the king role very well. He is very decisive. He is very confident. He has that swag. He has that charisma to motivate the people in order to do what he needs them to do to be successful. He is a king. On the other hand, we have fucking Alibaba. Alibaba is bitching out half the fucking... He's really, truly bitching out half the fucking time. He's like, what should I do? Like, what do you mean what you fucking do? Go, take over. Take over. Let's go. Let's go. So, I'm just saying, okay? But I'm done, all right? I'm done. Overall, good episode of Magi. It really was. The beginning part was good. It was good. It was great. The beginning part was great. The middle and subpar. But the ending was also really good, too. And that's why the rating is overall going to be good. I will say one more time, Alibaba, take over. It is time for you to step up and become the man who you were destined to be. You are, and it's not a coincidence, man. You are the king candidate for the main character, Aladdin. You are a prince of Baghdad. Take the fuck over. Take the fuck over. Kill your brother. Rule the people like a true king in the name of the people, for the people, by the people, and become the man you are destined to be. That's simple. So I'm done. King of Lightning, be sure to, of course, rate, comment, and subscribe as always. And I'm signing out. Peace! Have a nice day.